Welcome back to Comic Book Historians. I'm Alex Gran. Go ahead and click on that juicy red subscribe button down below. Today we're going to do a bit of a continuation from a previous episode. We talked about various lawsuits that DC would make against various comic companies going back to 1939, Wonder Man by Fox Comics, as well as Fawcett's Captain Marvel, also known as Shazam currently. You also saw that in various things, even Batman with Myron Fass. We're going to fast forward now to 1980 and 1983, two cases that were really important. DC versus Filmation, two mini cartoons in the Tarzan Super 7 series, the first African-American superhero couple, Superstretch and Microwoman. Superstretch could manipulate his body and stretch just like Plastic Man could, and Microwoman could shrink. The problematic character, according to DC Comics, was that it was too close for comfort for their Plastic Man character. So there was a lawsuit of damages involving Superstretch. There's also another couple of characters, Manta and Moray, who were uncomfortably close to their Aquaman and Mera character. And this was a problem in that it was too similar to the characters, especially since Filmation had worked on an Aquaman cartoon already before this. Ultimately, there were damages paid from Filmation to DC, but DC didn't get everything it wanted. There was one little notation in there that said, well, yes, you can legally protect the name as far as a trademark, or a costume appearance, or appearance of a character based on the copyright, but you can't legally protect or hoard the usage of a superpower. This then becomes solidified in 1983. You have Warner Brothers against ABC as far as the usage of the greatest American hero. This character we would never think is an infringement on DC Comics' Superman, but that's what the lawsuit was pushing. But the judge was really clear in saying that it's protected for a couple reasons. One, because it's more of a satire, so it's protected as far as parody. But the second reason is that it's part of the superhero genre, that you can't express the superhero genre without superpowers, and hence that lawsuit failed, and this would then end the string of lawsuits from DC Comics to competitors to seize publication of potential enemy characters that could then reduce the popularity of their own characters. This is a couple things. One, it shows how old-fashioned some of those older lawsuits were, but then we also see that legally in the 80s it becomes recognized as a genre, and now this creates the ability for independent comics and alternate comics that have something to say about this genre to flourish and do their own thing. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this conclusion to the DC versus various comic book company lawsuit saga. Go ahead and click on that juicy red subscribe button down below, and we'll see you again next time.